All right, here we are. First ever Pick the Line podcast with Big Show and DFWT. As you will see on the screen, there are two things that our website is about: good beer and the Patriots. So here we go. What's going to happen is every week, Big Show and I will guess the lines on Sunday night for the following week. And then we will go in a head-to-head contest of who can get closer on the aggregate to the opening lines posted by OddsShark. OddsShark uses online sportsbooks and Vegas sportsbooks and gives the best, most accurate morning line. So without much further ado, welcome the Big Show. He's actually coming live from the Westgate Sportsbook, or should I say Superbook. Representing the website to the fullest right now is Mr. Big Show.
I'm here. I'm ready to go.
All right, here we go. Well, first off, how's the atmosphere over at the Westgate today?
A lot of people, a lot of bets being thrown out on college football. Just can't wait for NFL on Sunday. This is just a little preliminary thing to get you ready.
Oh boy. How have you won any bets yet today, or should I say, have you lost any bets yet today?
Haven't lost any. We got a lot going. Let's just say Northwestern's an underdog, and we're rooting for him.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Do you hear that, Rar Rar? I hope you hear that. He's coming in your face here, coming live at the Dukies. All right, let's get to business here. We know you don't have much time, and my daughter is about to awake from a very long nap. So let's get going on this.
Let's do this.
So we'll first start out. Big Show got texted. The Denver line was unable to compete in this, so I got a free win. So that's one for me. I went Denver -2.5. The opening line was, I believe, Kansas City -2. Missed it by quite a bit. I did see some books after the fact that had Denver at -3. Obviously, I was correct on that because they end up winning the game. So, yeah, that's what happened. I was surprised by that line. I took it betting heavily, and there was good reason for it. So, all right. Next line is New England. The line here, and I have Big Show's picks. Typically, we'll go back and forth and reveal them, but given his situation, I have them this week. So the first one is New England. I went New England -6. Big Show went New England -3. The opening line was -1.5. I really just homered this one. Obviously, I had my Patriot shades on, so. Big Show, how about you? You did a pretty good job on this one. Gotta give you credit there. So, you get the win.
Big rivalry. Rick Ryan's in Buffalo now. Don't know why you went -6. Usually a close game historically, so you have the Patriots blindfolders on. We'll see. I'm still rooting Patriots, but you gotta calm down a bit.
Yeah, that's true. Next one is I did the exact same thing for the exact same line. I went Cardinals -6 at the Bears. Big Show again gets the win. He went Cardinals -4.5. The line is -1.5. I honestly am still surprised by this line. Arizona, I just think, is much, much better than Chicago. They don't get love in the books, a lot like Indy doesn't for some reason. But, yeah, I mean, I'm still surprised. I don't know where I missed it.
I'm kind of surprised myself. I mean, it's a away game. It's been 1 week of football. I think Cardinals are absolutely going to win. I think the Bears are not very good this year. I thought the line would be a little higher, hence the reason why I went 4.5 as opposed to 3. But we will see.
All right. Next line, we did good on this one. We both went Pittsburgh -7. The line was Pittsburgh -6.5. Don't think there's much to run through here. We pretty much nailed that on the head. Pitt's the better team, and it's showing by the line, obviously. All right, next line, New York Giants -2.5, hosting the Atlanta Falcons. That's the opening line. I went with the Giants -3. Big Show went with the Giants -3 as well. Great minds think alike. We nailed that one on the head almost, just like the last one.
Exactly.
Now, this is probably the most interesting line of the week here, folks. Not interesting line, but interesting pick'em. The line is Tennessee at Cleveland. Cleveland is -3.5. I went -3 for Cleveland. Big Show, surprisingly, in the biggest miss of the whole week, went Tennessee -10. Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
Well, I saw Tennessee kick the heck out of Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay obviously is probably not very good this year. Maybe it's a little overzealous on Tennessee, but Marcus Mariota fan. Tennessee looks defense looks good, offense looks good. I don't think Cleveland's very good. I'm not a big Johnny Manziel believer like a lot of the world out there. So I think they win by like a slide.
Yep. It does bear the question of, do you actually watch football? You did miss the line by 13.5.
I think I watch most, as you probably know, and personal feelings got into that one a little bit.
Yeah, well, we're going to stay on the same trend of you missing badly. Here we go again. Houston at Carolina. Carolina is -4.5. These are opening lines, by the way. This line has moved to 3, which is exactly where I pegged it. I pegged it at 3.5 to be exact. Big Show had Houston favored by 3 on the road at Carolina. Again, you care to elaborate why you are on the wrong side of that one?
I just don't think Houston is as bad as they looked in the first game. Great defense. Hopefully they get that quarterback situation figured out. They got a lot of offensive weapons. I know Arian Fox is not back yet. He will be. Obviously won't help in this game, but I just don't believe they're as bad as they're showing in week 1.
Good explanation. And now I just have to remind you, we are picking the lines of what we think the lines will be, not what we think the result will be. So just a clarification there.
Oh, thanks for the clarification.
All right, so here we go. Next one is New Orleans. Opening line is -9.5. I went -8, and Big Show went with Saints -4. I was surprised this line was so big, given the fact that Tampa really showed up last week. And New Orleans has not been right for a while. But I'm still surprised, even no matter how bad they were, that it's 10. I think you obviously agree with that. Okay.
No, I agree. I can't add much. I mean, obviously Tampa Bay did not look good, but I can't. I agree 100% with what you said. New Orleans has been right for a while, so we'll have to see. The line surprised me.
All right. Next line. Lions at Vikings. Big Show is Lions -2.5. I was Lions -1. And we were both on the wrong side of this one. Again, I'm not really sure what the Vikings did. The Vikings are -3. And I'm just not sure. This line's starting to move, by the way, the other way a little bit. It's going to -2, -1 at different books. It seems to me Detroit is a better team, not an even team. So I'm very surprised by this line. A little bit off to me.
Only thing I can think of is home field advantage. You're in the same division. The home field advantage counts more, but I agree. Surprising.
All right, next line is Rams at Redskins. Big Show goes -4.5, and I go -5 for St. Louis. We're on the right side of this one, but not quite there. St. Louis is only favored by 2.5 in the opening line. It's now moved up to 3 and 3.5. A little bit closer to our numbers, but again, we were off. Very odd line to me. This feels like almost a touchdown line, so I'm a little surprised about it. I don't know what Washington did to win over the Sharps or anyone, in fact. So, yeah, I don't know what else to say about it.
I have no idea what Washington did. Can't comment on it, except I guess they're tougher at home. Maybe that has something to do with it. Not too sure.
All right. Next line is San Diego at Cincinnati. We both went -3. The line was -3. To me, two even teams playing at Cincinnati just gets the home field, gets them a field goal.
Exactly.
Not much else to say about that one. All right, next line is Miami at Jacksonville. I went -5 on this one. Big Show went -7. It was -4.5. Another point for me. I see why Big Show went where he did. The line's actually crept up to where he is. 6.5, 6 is what I'm seeing at different books. Yeah, I think I just got lucky on this one. So
I think you did too. I mean, arguably one of the worst 3 to 4 teams in football. Miami didn't have the best showing week 1, playing, I think it was away at Jacksonville, but still, -7. Not in Jacksonville, they played week 1, by 7. Yeah, you're 7. I'll stick with that.
all right. So this next one is interesting because again, the same thing happened where I nail the opening line on the head, and Big Show it creeps up to him. It was Ravens at Raiders. Ravens favored by 7 or 6 in the opening line. Big Show went -7. I went -6, and it's crept up to 7 at most books, 6.5 at others. Still 6 at the Westgate if you're there, by the way. Place a bet for me.
Looking right at it.
Not much to say. We pretty much, obviously, Baltimore is a much better team than Oakland. That line is
Right.
It feels right to me.
Right, I agree.
It's still hard to win by more than a touchdown on the road in the NFL. Next line is Dallas at Philadelphia. Now this will bring us to our point where we need to make a note. We bet before the Monday night games or pick before the Monday night games because we do not have the self-control to not look at our Bet Us account on Monday, and so we will see the line. So if something drastic happens in a Monday game, we do not account for it. So we both went -3 here. This is, again, Dallas at Philadelphia. The opening line was Philly -4. It feels right. I think it's creeped up to 5 now. I'm actually surprised it wasn't more. I think if Philly had won by a lot, it probably would be more. But, with Dez out, I don't know. He's probably worth a point. So, I think Philly probably wins the game. I know it's not our time to give our opinion, but that's kind of my thoughts on it, and we did pretty good there.
Well, if we give our opinion, I think Philly wins the game as well. They play the first or second half like they did, or they play the first half like they did the second half. Spread was right at 7.
Yep, I agree. All right, next line, Seattle at Green Bay. I went -1. Big Show goes -3. The line is -3.
Nailed it.
He nailed it. He's a homer, and he got lucky there. So
Not lucky. Just nailed it.
All right. All right, final one here. Jets at Indianapolis. Big Show goes Colts -2.5. I go Colts -4. The line's 4.5 or 5.5 to start. It's actually crept up to 7. I'm even seeing a 7.5 on one website here. Feels like a lot to me, to be honest. I see why it's there, I guess, but I'm not really sure why it is. But, I don't know. Sometimes...
Hey, Colts are a very good team on paper. I think they're going to be very good this year, personally. Week 1, obviously, it looked like it. We need to see how good Buffalo is. This week, obviously, will tell us as well. If that was just Colts playing bad week 1, I don't know. Jets played very well. It'd be very telling to see what the Colts do with this.
Yes, I agree. Well, Big Show, let's get going here. We'll try to keep it under 15 minutes. We did that. I hope you enjoy your stay in wonderful Las Vegas. And until next week.
I look forward to it.